What's up guys, in today's video I will be showing you every single pass available in eFootball 2022 and how you can perform those passes. But before we begin, I wanna show you something very important, especially if you are new to eFootball 2022. For that you have to come to main menu of the game, and then you have to come to extras. From there you have to select game settings, and from there you have to select controller by pressing A button on Xbox controller and X button on PlayStation controller. And after that you have to select config 1 controller 1 if you are using that. If you are using any other controllers for some reason, select that by pressing A button or X button. And then you come to controller 1 settings, then you go to detailed settings by pressing Y or triangle on PlayStation controller, then you come to manual pass level. Here, if you are a new player, I highly suggest you start with level 1, or if you are coming from level 1 or level 2. After playing with these, then move to level 3. I recently moved to level 3. Level 3 is bit manual. In level 1 you will be fully assisted. In level 2 you will be, I would say you are 90% assisted. If you move from level 1 to level 2 you might not feel any difference, but when you move from level 1 to level 3 or level 2 to level 3 you feel the difference clearly. It's very manual. So if you are new, please play with level 1 or level 2, or try all three of those and then decide by yourself which one you wanna use. Now I will show you how you can perform these passes. Very easy. You have to come to training. You come to extras and then you select training, and then from there you select free training. If you wanna master anything in eFootball like skill moves, or you wanna practice shots or something like that, you always come to training, and from there you do practice and you become the master of. Let's talk about passing. Let's start with the basic. Let's talk about low pass. How you perform low pass? By pressing A button. When you press A button, your player will perform a low pass. Move your left stick towards the player you wanna pass to and then press the A button. Your player will perform a low pass. After that, let's talk about lofted pass. What's the difference between low pass and lofted pass? In lofted pass, football travels through air, but in case of low pass, ball travels on the ground. Let's perform lofted pass. You press X button. If you are using alternative control, then you press the X button. And if you are using standard controls, I think it's B button. I moved from FIFA to eFootball, that is why I am using alternative controls. But if you are new, you can use standard controls as well. The only difference is the button orientation. If you are using PlayStation controller, it will be circle for standard controls, and if you are using alternative controls on PlayStation, it would be rectangle. You move your left stick towards the player and then you press the X button for lofted pass. Now let's talk about low through pass. How you perform low through ball is very easy. On Xbox controller you press the Y button and your player will perform a low through. What's the difference between low pass and low through pass? In low pass, ball goes straight to the player's feet, but in low through pass, ball always goes in front of the player. Player makes a run. Sometimes it never goes straight to the feet of the player. It always goes in front of the player. And then how you can perform chip through ball is very easy. You just have to press LB and Y button. Your player will perform a chip through ball. Is the difference between lofted pass and chip through ball is exactly same as it is in ground pass. When it comes to lofted pass, ball always goes straight to the player, but in chip through ball, football always goes in front of the player. Player makes a run to get to the ball. So that is the difference. And now let's talk about some advanced passes that introduced by Konami this year to eFootball 2022. Stunning passes. How you perform stunning passes? Stunning passes are performed by pressing RT button and R2 button on PlayStation controller. But if you are new to the game, you might find it confusing. You might not be able to perform these, and it's because of these two reasons. When you try to perform a stunning pass, either you press when you press RT button and press the pass button, your player will perform a regular pass. And similarly, if you press the pass button first and then RT, your player will perform a regular pass. How you can make it sure that every time your player make a stunning pass, if you want to, you have to press RT and pass button at the same time, both buttons at the same time. Then your player will perform a stunning pass. As you can see in this example, if I want to perform a stunning pass, what I have to do is I have to press A button and RT button at the same time, and my player will perform a stunning pass. Similarly, you can perform stunning through ball. You just have to press RT and Y button at the same time. Your player will perform a stunning through ball. Both buttons at the same time, and your player will perform a stunning through ball. So, in order to perform stunning passes, you have to press RT on Xbox controller and the pass button. If even if it's A or Y, you just have to press both at the same time. And for PlayStation controller, R2 and pass buttons like X or triangle at the same time. You just have to press both at the same time, and your player will perform stunning pass. Similarly, you can perform stunning lofted pass as well. How you perform it? You press the RT button and you press X button at the same time, and your player will perform a stunning lofted pass. The difference between how you will see that your player perform the stunning pass or normal pass: in case of normal pass, passing bar would be green, but in case of stunning pass, it will be purple. That's how you perform these passes. Now let's talk about some advanced techniques. In order to perform a 1-2 pass, you press LB and A button, and your player will perform a 1-2 pass. How you would know? If you pass to a player, your player will not make a forward one, but if you make a 1-2 pass, then your player will make a forward one. As you can see, we know it. If I perform a 1-2 pass with Felipe, you will notice that Felipe will make a forward one. I will press LB and pass button, and as you can see, Felipe is making a forward one. This is called 1-2 pass. It is very useful. So how you perform it? You press LB on Xbox controller, and not any, but like you press LB and how you perform a 1-2 pass. Let's say I'm playing with Richarlison. I wanna perform a 1-2 pass on Xbox controller. I will press LB and A button, and my player will perform a 1-2 pass. As you can see, Richarlison is making a forward one. If I wanna perform it with Neymar, I will press the LB button and A button, and Neymar will perform a stunning 1-2 pass. Similarly, on PlayStation controller, you have to press L1 and you have to press X button, and your player will perform a 1-2 pass. There is another pass that is called crossover. There is another technique in eFootball 2022 which is called pass and run. It's basically, instead of player making a forward run, player would make a crossover. Let's say Felipe has the ball and I wanna do pass and run. How I can perform it? I will press RB and then A button, and you will see Felipe is making a run towards right of the Everton. If I do it with Everton, I will press RB and A button, and you will see Everton is making a run towards left side. In case of 1-2 pass, players make a forward one, but in case of pass and run, player will always make a horizontal one, either to the left of the player or to the right of the player. If you perform it, let's say your player is in the center and you perform it towards right of the player, player will make a run towards right. If you pass towards left, your player will make a run towards left side. You just have to press RB and then you have to pass, and player will make crossover run. Similarly, how you can perform this on PlayStation controller, you have to press R1 and either A button either X button or triangle button on PlayStation controller. And on Xbox controller, you have to press A or Y to perform this crossover run. You press RB and you're gonna press Y button, and your player will perform a crossover run. Or if you press RB and A button, your player will perform a crossover run. But in 1-2 case, if you wanna do a 1-2 pass, you just have to press LB and A button. It never works with Y button, because when you press LB and Y, your player will perform a chip to ball. That's all. These are all the passes and techniques in eFootball. I hope this video was helpful. Drop a like, subscribe for more. Take care, guys.